Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Saeed Irfanullah, advocate corporate law. We have discussed the type of companies, and in today's lecture we are going some new topics, the types of companies in continuation to the previous topics. So we have already discussed this that on the basis of the incorporation there are three types of the companies: chartered companies, statutory companies, and registered companies. And on the basis of the liability there are two types of companies: the limited and unlimited companies, and security. So we have discussed the type of companies on the basis of the incorporation, and we have gone through this in lecture number 4, so you can revise my lecture number 4 over there. The chartered companies, the statutory companies, the registered companies, the licensed companies, the foreign company, we have discussed this. In today's lecture we are discussing the type of companies on the basis of the liability. So companies with limited liability, companies with unlimited liabilities, and companies limited by guarantees. So a company limited with limited liability, it is a company where the liability of the shareholder remains limited to the nominal values of the share held by him. That is, if there are a number of shareholders in a company, so every person is limited to the liability in a company as much share he has in the company. For example, if there are 3 shareholders, one shareholder has the liability has the share of 50%, and the remaining 2 are having the share of 25%. So if there is a debt on the company, so in that situation the shareholders will be liable to limit it to their share amount in the company. For example, a man with a 50% share in the company will pay 50% of the debt, and a man with the 25% of the debt will pay 25% of the debt, and the second one with the 25% of the debt will pay the 25% of the debt. So in that situation their liability will be only limited to their shares in the company, and in case of winding of the company nothing will go into their personal assets. Those are beyond the shares of within the company. For example, if the company is to be winded up or to be sold, which has some of the issue related to that by any of the reason, so in that situation if the company is winded up, so the 50% related to the shareholders will be paid by one person within the company, and if it is not being, the debt is more than that of the assets of the company or the total worth of the company, it will not go into their personal properties. So whatever is there, it will be only limited to the company and will not go beyond the scope of the company into their personal. So this is one of the advantage also, that the debt are always dealt by the company. But what is the disadvantage of this, that sometime a company takes a loan more than the worth of the company, and if it is bankrupted by any time, so the shares are limited to the liabilities are limited to only the share amount of the people within the company, and it will not go outside or beyond the scope of the company to their personal debts, to their personal properties. Unlimited companies, here is the liability of the member is unlimited. In other words, the liability extends to their private properties also. Unlimited companies are almost non-existing these days. There are the companies, for example, the sole proprietary, and there are a number of other companies. These are existing. It is not because as the law permits, so the unlimited companies are existing, but these are very as compared to the companies with the limited liability, those are the beacons. So these are considered to be the icons who are doing a very limited or small businesses. In this type of company, the liability is not limited only to the share amount within the company. For example, if there are two shareholders in a company and one person is having the 60% share and the other one has the 40% of the share, so in case of the winding up of the company or in case of the winding up of the company or in case of the bankruptcy, if there is a debt upon the company, so of course one person will pay 60% of the debt and the other one will pay the 40% of the debt. It is clear. But if it is not being compensated by the worth of the company assets, then their private property will be sold to fill up the gap or to complete to satisfy their shareholders or to satisfy the debts or those are belonging to a company. So in a limited company, the debts and the liabilities will not go into the private properties, but here the liability goes to their private properties. So in the first case, if a man has the share in a company and the debt cannot be completed by the company, the liability will not go to their private property, but in other case it will go to the private. Company is limited by guarantee. In a guarantee company, the liability of the shareholder is limited to the amount he has voluntarily undertaken to contribute towards the assets of the company to meet out any deficiency at the time of winding up. Such a company may not have a share capital. So in this type of company, the liability of a shareholder is limited to amount of voluntarily undertaken to contribute towards the asset. In this type of company, if there is a shareholder and he voluntarily say that okay, I will pay this amount of the debt even from my private in case of the winding up. So some guarantors are involved in that and they are enforcing the shareholder to fill up the liability or to satisfy the liability of the company even from their private assets. But this is the volunteer. So such a company may not have a share capital and they are not capable of selling their shares in a stock exchange. So these are the three kinds of the companies limited by the liability. So companies limited by the liability where the shares will not go to the personal assets. In the unlimited company, the liability will go to the private or the personal assets, and the company is limited by guarantee, the share will go to the personal assets beyond the share, but the shareholder voluntarily undertake it. So he by his will say that I will compensate this deficiency in case of the winding up. So thank you for today's lecture. I am Sayyid Irfanullah and a visiting lecturer at Frontier Law College, Peshawar.